aqui embaixo.
Peguei vou subir.
Tá bom. Tá ali, tá. Aonde? É aquele navezinho ali, ó. Larry, is this where you watched the launch for the space shuttle?
Yes, you can watch it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now as we're sitting here and you're taking your pictures, I'll describe for you this panoramic view that we're looking at. Let's start over on the far left. That building there is a vehicle assembly building. That building is 525 feet tall, or about 52 stories high. It is where the shuttle is assembled. The external fuel tank is placed in there. The solid rocket boosters are attached to the external fuel tank. Then the shuttle itself is attached to the external fuel tank, and the entire assembly is then moved out to the launch pad. At a later point in our tour, we'll drive right by that building. At an even later point in the tour, we'll stop right at the base of it so you can take some pictures. Then as you move to the right of that building, you can count 3 small islands. And as you come to island number 3, on the left-hand edge of island number 3, far off in the distance, actually 7.2 miles from here, you're looking at launch pad 39B. Launch pad 39B at the present time is an inactive launch pad. It is being prepared for the Columbus program, which is really the Orion capsule and the Ares rocket. That will be a program that will be operational in approximately 2015. Then if we move to the right of that same island number 3, you're looking at launch pad 39A. Launch pad 39A is a very active launch pad at the present time. It is from launch pad 39A that Discovery was launched just a week ago today. We'll go within a couple of 100 yards of launch pad 39A, and you can have a chance to see it much closer. Now as you move to the right from launch pad 39A, you can see 4 steel towers. Those steel towers are lightning arresters. We have a great deal of lightning here at the Kennedy Space Center. Some people say... We have a great deal of lightning here at the Kennedy Space Center. Some people call us the lightning capital of the United States. Now we kind of hope that that isn't true because we don't get that lightning at all, but we do know we have an awful lot of lightning, and so we have to do a great deal to protect ourselves from that. Those 4 towers that are lightning arresters are also kind of a demarcation point between the Kennedy Space Center, which is to the left of those towers, where we launched the manned shuttles, and the Cape Canaveral Air Force Base, which is to the right of those towers, where they launched the unmanned rockets and the unmanned missiles. Now as we come down the Cape Canaveral Air Force Base, there are a number of launch pads coming down there. There's launch pad 40 and 41, which was a launch pad for the Titan program. Then there's launch pads 37, which were launch pads 37A and B, which were launch pads for the Apollo program as well as for the Saturn program. Then we come down to launch pad 20, which was a launch pad for the Titan 1 and the Titan 2 program. Then launch pad 16, launch pad 15, and then launch pad 14, which would be way down here. The launch pad 14 was the launch pad for the Mercury program and the Apollo program. Each and all of those launch pads are on the Cape Canaveral Air Force Base. Now with that, do you have questions?
Which pads are still active other than the Space Shuttle pad?
Most of those pads down along the Cape Canaveral Air Force Base are active. That one right there that you can see is launch pad 16. From that launch pad, we will launch a mission called BLAST, and it is a telescopic mission that will be launched June 11th, next week.
This is the new telescope.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
No.
That's the new telescope you're putting up.
Another
Put in
question.
there. Couple bites.
Es lo que yo vine esta semana, mas ahí como se enseña.
Assembly building up there that we can see?
Well, those are assembly buildings for the several launch pads on this side. Yes, sir. Not specifically for Apollo, but it was used for Apollo. Another question. I've confused you. I didn't mean to confuse you. Okay, if you've had a chance to take all your pictures, and if there are no more questions, why, let's get back on our bus.